Hello students. This video will go over the step for creating your contour line portrait in Kleki. I am going to recommend that everybody use Kleki if you're using the computer. You can do this assignment on paper. However, just remember you do want to save room on your paper or your page for the inspirational quote by your person. Just as we go through this process, the key thing to notice is I am going to focus on the outline shapes first, then I'm going to put the face in. So the way this process is going to go, I'll do the head, shoulders, and hair. Then I will add things like eyes, nose, mouth, any sort of cheek lines, jaw lines, neck lines, lashes, those kind of things. Then if they're wearing glasses, maybe then I'll put in some glasses, but that comes at the very end. So with that, let's get into Kleki and go over how to do this. When you first open Kleki, you may have something in there that you already have worked on, because remember, it does save your browser history from past assignments that we've done. So just remember to create a new document. For this assignment, I would do like 1000 by 1000. We may make this a little wider when we're fitting the quote in there, but for now, I'm going to just do a square that's 1000 by 1000 pixels, and then I can add the portrait. So to add the picture, I'm going to work with this photograph of Kamala Harris. If you've been attending class regularly, you know I've been doing Amy Sherald a bunch, so I thought I'd change it up and choose a different inspiring woman for today. So I'm going to right-click on her picture and then just copy the image. And then the problem is you can't right-click in Kleki, because the right-click is turns it into the little eyedropper tool. So I have to do Command V or Control V on your computer. When you're pasting an image, you want to paste it as a layer. And then this way you can place it in the middle of your artwork. For this portrait, I'm only doing her shoulders. So I'm going to kind of crop out the bottom half of this portrait so I can actually focus more on her hair. I feel like that's pretty good. Get the pin in there, why not? And nudge that up a tiny bit. Hit OK. So now here it is. I have my picture. If I go to my layers panel, you can see that I have a layer of the photo. I have a layer for background. I might as well double click each right now and call them what they are. Background, photo. And now to work, I'm going to use the brush and I'm going to brush on there, but you want to always make a new layer and call that, outline. And this is the layer that I'm going to do my outlining on. I might turn this down a little bit to maybe like 80 transparency. Let's make it 75. And then this way I'll know if I accidentally mess up. So if you turn the transparency down, the way that you can tell if you've made a mistake, so I'll zoom in and I'll start drawing on the hair. So I'm going to actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to focus on the outline of the head first. So I'll draw, with black. I'll kind of do an outline. And now I can tell that I'm on the right layer. I'm going to go kind of around and do just the face, and then I'll put the ears separately. When I get to the end of this line, you know what? I like the quality of the sketchy brush. So I'm going to do that for the head. When I get to the tiny details, then I will do it. The reason that I've said to turn the opacity down is now I'm doing the outline of the head and I can tell that I'm on the right layer. If I'm accidentally on the photo layer and I start to draw, the brush is going to turn gray. That is an immediate indicator that I have done the wrong thing. So that is why I like turning the opacity down a little bit. So if you see gray lines, you know immediately you're on the wrong layer. You need to shift back to the right layer because I have black on my brush. So I'm going to speed up the video. The process right now is I'm just going to do the face, hair, and the outline of her shoulders and her blazer. So I'll meet you back here in a couple seconds and we'll get into the face. I actually am going to stop the video speed temporarily and just show you a little bit about what I'm doing with hair because she does have some nice, curls that I want to make sure I recreate. If I just go around and I outline the hair, what's going to happen is there's going to be like a halo line and then there's going to be texture. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start adding the texture as I work. So instead of kind of just coming around this edge, I'm going to think about it in sections and I'm going to kind of start inside the hair a little bit more. So, for this section, I'm going to actually kind of take some here and kind of break it up into sections. So it becomes the outline. It will be outlined eventually. But what I'm doing is I'm kind of starting from, the scalp to draw the outlines, and I'm kind of breaking it up and looking for natural sections where there's kind of like a section of curl, and then, here there's another section of curl. So I'm not going to just like do a straight outline. I might do it just for this little section. So that's the one thing that I think is a little different about hair. So I'll speed up the video again. I'm going to finish the hair and meet you back here for eyes, nose, and mouth. All right, so we are here. I'm gonna just take a quick peek at what it's looking like. So I got like a little bit of texture in the hair using those texture lines. I got some of the texture down here in the blazer and blouse. I didn't really get into things like her necklace or her earrings, those kind of things. That'll all come last if I want to. I mean, remember the focus here is on the face. I am actually going to stop this video here for this, and we'll call this part one, and I'll do the second video on just how to do the face in part two of this video series. So if you're interested in how to do eyes, nose, mouth, and textures like eyebrows or smile lines, wrinkles, those kind of things, check out the second part of this video. I hope everybody's safe and well and have a great day.